Hello everybody, it's me, Lorraine Roberts here with Silver Fox Wellness and Exploration on YouTube. I am here. Hopefully you will like and subscribe this video, and hopefully it will be a good health tip for you. I didn't realize my voice was a little low. This is something that I deal with sometimes. When I've overworked, I can do that sometimes where it gets a little bit, I kind of lose it a little bit. So, but I wanted to come on because I discovered something on YouTube. If any of you watch my Feldenkrais videos on YouTube, you'll know that I have learned this new type of exercise. And with this type of exercise, you do these really slow movements. It's kind of like Tai Chi, you know, you can go like, Tai Chi is like this really slow thing, you know, I know a few temple exercises like this, and this would be like Feldenkrais, okay, very slow, very gentle, and you're doing things like this that, you know, are very slow movements, you know, it's just like this, okay? So that's Tai Chi temple exercises. I only know the 10 temple exercises, but I found Feldenkrais a few years back, and I had really bad knees. I'm going to put this on this side because of my braid. It's supposed to go on this side. Anyway, put it on that. So Feldenkrais is this really slow movement, kind of like Tai Chi, and Tai Chi is supposed to wake up all of your organs in the system and your joints and everything else. So, you know, if you like that, that's great. But Feldenkrais, I can do this in bed. If I'm having a bad day, I can still get some exercise in bed. I can do things in my doorway. I can do things at my snack bar counter. I can do things holding onto my bed here. This is a Tai Chi exercise, and if you have good balance, you can do it without hanging on to something. But if you don't have good balance, you're not failing. You just hold on to something, and you're going to get your hips moving in the morning, okay? So I ran across this man who is Oriental. I'm not sure where he's from, but he helped with an exercise I did to get my heart rhythm back in balance, because with all the smoke I got really sick, and I had my heart was racing 155, and so I'm an herbalist, so I took all my herbs and everything and my cayenne, because cayenne is really great for heart problems, in my opinion, and from the use that I have had for decades now. So I looked up a YouTube video, and I found this Oriental man, and he showed me some things, how to get my heart rate into rhythm, you know, and it was just like doing things like this, which I was kind of doing something like this, and you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you just then hold it, and some other things that he had you do, and then some things like this. So I thought, all right, so I can reach up. Okay, there's a little bit of tightness right here and some pulling on this shoulder. Left shoulder is fine, right shoulder not. Years ago, I threw my arm out in my 40s, playing softball with when the youth were playing the leaders. And I actually still had it. I could catch those fly balls. The men were pretty surprised. But when I threw the ball in from the field, I've always had a weak spot there. I was always a fairly good softball player, but I had a weak spot there in my throwing. Now I realize I do know all through my youth I've had back trouble and a tightness right through here. So I kind of think that had something to do with my throwing arm not being very good, because I was great. I was a fast runner. I almost always got on base, but I was not ever a home run hitter. And so I always had to bat first. I wasn't the top fielder of fly balls or ground balls, but I was up there where I could actually cover right field and left field from center field, you know, because a lot of times you have people who you're just having fun with a team and you're having a good time. You're not going to make someone be perfect at their job, but I was pretty good at being fast at running and keeping my eye on the ball and snagging them in my mitt. I wasn't perfect, but I was pretty good. So in Florida years ago, we're talking between 15 and 20 years, I was in Florida, and that's when I threw out my arm. And I could not raise it more than this. And this was super bad. It was so painful. So I was using this arm to reach for things and grab things. And I injured it grabbing for the laundry soap that was up here because my left arm wasn't strong enough. So I was really having a hard time for a long time. I had a chiropractor who, he was helping me quite a bit. And I told him, I says, I just, I need my shoulder fixed. I need it fixed. And he worked on it a little bit, but he said, you know what, you're going to have to go to an orthopedic surgeon. And instead of doing that, I had some things in my brain that would feel like somebody went in my head and hit a gong. And I almost collapsed on the floor as they increased in frequency and intensity. I called my herbalist and she said, get to a chiropractor. Don't take no for an answer. You've got to get in there and get your skull set back on straight onto your spinal column. And so my chiropractor was gone. So I found these two women who set me up on a program for a year. Did great with that. My shoulder, they could pop my shoulder in. The other chiropractor, he didn't want to work on it. He thought I needed a surgeon. But through the years, I've stayed with the chiropractor, and I found these Feldenkrais exercises. But right in this area, it does pull a little bit. Okay, it pulls a little bit. But see, now already I've done Feldenkrais slowly. Just that between that first one and now, it's already gotten easier because I've been doing Feldenkrais for a while now. So this Chinese guy, he showed us to just do this, okay? You start out just doing this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you have loose wrists. You're just letting them just kind of fly all over. So I've kind of modified it. And then you go back like this, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. That makes me have a small head in this. Whoa, that's crazy. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you raise your arms up and you do it again. And he's going like this, but I just started doing this, okay? And you do it, if you're thinking Feldenkrais means slow. So if you have a lot of shoulder pain, you're just going to go like this. And even slower. Okay, and do that. And then in Feldenkrais, you take a rest. Usually if I count to 8, that's enough in my head. No. And then I'm going to do it again, and I can do slower. But now I'm loosening up. Maybe I can speed it up a little bit because this is the second set, so I might. But you got to loosen up those wrists and let it just kind of fly. And he's going like this, so I would do. I just find my wrists are looser when I twist them back and forth. He does like this, okay? Okay. Then you're going to take a rest again. Breathe. Usually by 3 good breaths, I'm ready to go again. So now we're going to go like fast. And we got our elbows low. Because for frozen shoulder, if it's really bad, you don't want to raise your elbows right now. Okay, so you shake him around, do his thing like this, shake him and let the wrist be really loose. And all of a sudden it feels like your hands become this soft, glowing energy ball or something, because it feels like you don't feel your fingers, you just feel this whole round, soft cotton ball or something. So it's a pretty cool feeling, okay? And then you just take a rest. Okay, so if you're comfortable and don't have any pain whatsoever, you go up like we've been doing it down here like this, okay? Now if you can go up higher, okay, then we're going to do it a little bit higher like this. 3, 4, 5, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, and do it this way. Any way you can do it. This is my variation of what I learned between Feldenkrais and what he learned. I did it fast that time because down here I was already kind of loosening up, but if you still have pain or discomfort, you're just going to do this again. And you're mostly letting your hands flop, okay? Your wrists, okay? However you want to do it. And I feel like my wrist popped in on that one. So maybe you're just going to do something where you get a beat to it, play some music. If you want to start turning your head in Feldenkrais, you use what you can. If you want to, I just pop my knees in. If you want to, you can move more of your body because it's the Feldenkrais way, okay? Is to use a lot of muscles at once. So you're using your neck muscles. And then say if you're going this way, turn your head this way. This way, do the opposite of which way you're turning. And you just kind of do that. So you take a rest. And it's usually in Feldenkrais, and in his, it was sets of 3, okay? But he does not take a break. So I like the Feldenkrais break because it helps the nervous system to retrain. So once you do that level, and you can speed it up if you're comfortable. Only when you're comfortable do you speed up. Only when you're comfortable are you going to start raising your hands higher and higher, okay? When you don't feel any pain or strain whatsoever, that's the Feldenkrais way, because your nervous system will repay your kindness to your body by staying out of the pain zone. Your nervous system is going to give you more leeway and let you be able to have more flexibility, okay? So you're up here like this now, and you can take a break. Okay, so here we go. Doing it some more. I just am doing which way I'm kind of making up, circles that are fast. Oh, I feel the cotton balls coming again. There just feels like your hands are not separate. They're a whole ball of energy is what it feels like, okay? You take a rest, and then you are going to now raise your hands up if you're free of pain to do this. I have a tightness in this shoulder right now, okay? There's a tightness, it's not bad. And if I just come down and then go up again, come down, go up again, and go below the tightness, and then stop, and then try again. I can go a little higher without the tightness. Rest. Let my brain, my nervous system, retrain my body to allow me to do it without pain. Okay, so the third time I'm going to go up slow, and I made it, okay? So there wasn't any pain or discomfort. So now I'm up here. I'm going to do it up here. And what I didn't add to some of those others is he does kind of a back bend, but I think if you put your shoulder blades together and put your hands back a little bit, that's a good move too, okay? And then he comes forward and then back, forward and then back. And it doesn't hurt to look down, look up, because your neck needs that movement too. And then when you're shaking, if you turn your head one way or the other, the shaking up here, this is where we're at. If you want to go up and down, It's fine. Just whatever works for you. And then you come down and rest. You feel kind of an energy coming out of your fingertips. It's kind of a cool feeling. It's just this really strong pulsing and energy feeling that you get. And so we go up and do it again. Go back. So you do it a few like straight here like this. And then go back. Every which way that you can do your hands. He only does it a certain way, and you're gonna get, it does wear you out, but it's strengthening your shoulders and giving you more flexibility. Okay, so I'm gonna try and finish this video really quick because I've gone over the 15 minutes that I like to stay in. But I'm doing it one more time, and I'm reaching clear up here. There's no pain. There's no pain or strain. And when I did it for the first time this morning, I noticed there was a pop in there, and then I could raise my arm. There was a teeny tiny one right there, a little pop. And the key that's really important is to go only at the pace that you can handle. This is a journey. It's not a marathon, okay? This is your journey. It's not your competitive journey with other people. It's your journey to find the best in yourself, okay? And so I hope this video helps you. And I feel my shoulders are very warm. I am very warm because it does give you an aerobic exercise. And so when you think you can't do it, you really can. You don't have to be an athlete. You don't have to be a marathon runner to be physically fit. And I call it functional fitness. What we need is functional fitness in our lives. You know, you don't have to bend down with your legs straight to touch your toes, okay? You can bend down with your knees to pick something up. It's much better anyway. But what you can find out is the more you do this, you can straighten your legs, and I can touch the floor, which I couldn't do a couple years ago. I used to be able to do it till, everything went out of whack. So I hope this gives you an idea of a way to stop frozen shoulder. There are other ways. I love my chiropractor. They helped quite a bit with that, but we've got to learn how to take responsibility for ourselves and maintain our own fitness. We can't just rely on professionals when we have little tools like this that we can do every day in our home. So I love you guys. Stay healthy, stay strong, and stay free. Love you. Bye.